Hey guys, so today I'm talking about, yes, high school. Advice for high school. So I don't know if you're watching this and you're going into high school, or you've already been in high school and you're like a sophomore or junior, or maybe it's your senior year. I, however, graduated this past year, so I think I have some advice on the ins and the out of high school and just pretty much how to survive. First, I'm going to talk about studying and homework. So depending on the classes you take in high school, I know every high school could be different and maybe you'll get that teacher that like assigns you a lot of homework, but in my personal experience, you tend to have a lot of homework in advanced classes sometimes. Not always, but sometimes, because when I was in like pre-advanced math, I had a lot more homework from when I was in regular math. And when I was in AP government, I didn't have like a ton of homework, but the assignments we had, some of them were time consuming, and the most time consuming things were the tests, because the tests actually covered a lot of information. So yeah, so I took AP like history classes and stuff like that, and like depending on your teacher, you could get very little homework to a very lot of homework. I took AP English classes, and there was a year where I really had like no homework, and then there was a year where I had homework but not a lot. It was mainly just like reading like chapters. So it honestly just depends on your teacher. I will say, if you do have a class that requires a lot of homework, do not put it off to the last second, because I did that so much in high school. I mean, I still got good grades and like I was a good student, but like I procrastinated a lot. So my advice, don't procrastinate. I know every single high school advice video probably tells you that, but listen to them because they are telling the truth. High school is full of procrastination, and honestly, it gets you so stressed out and overwhelmed, and it's just not fun. So if you have classes that get a lot of homework, get them done. Advice number 2, I'm going to talk about boys and relationships and all the things. So I know a big thing in high school, like when a freshman like gets to high school, they're like, oh, look at all these like really cute older guys, or like, look at all these cute high school guys, because a lot of times with high schools, you now have multiple junior highs merging. Not all the time, but where I went, it was more than one junior high merging, so there was like all these new guys and stuff, and you were like, oh, he's cute, he's cute, he's cute. And you know, I'm gonna say dating in high school, it's fine. I mean, my advice, just don't let it get in the way of school. Like, don't let a guy make your grades slip. Don't do any of that, because at the end of the day, I don't want to sound mean when I say this, but most high school relationships do not last. And yes, I was that girl that was like, oh, I want to, like, we're gonna last forever. Like, it's just, things don't work out. People go different places. Like, you just kind of grow apart. Like, it's a part of growing up. And so I'm not gonna say don't date in high school, because I had some really good times dating in high school, but I'm just gonna warn you that just kind of protect your heart, and just know that just because if a relationship doesn't work out, just don't think that like no one's ever gonna date you again or anything like that, because I thought that, and then I would date someone else. So honestly, like, you're beautiful in your own way. You will find another guy that you're meant to be with in college, or when you're a grown up in the grown up world. Like, just keep your mind open and just focus on school, focus on the most important things: school, family, friends, stuff like that, because those are the things that are gonna get you through at the end of the day. Next advice, I'm gonna talk about status. So a lot of girls in high school think the most important thing is to be popular, and I didn't think that was like the most important thing, but I'm not gonna lie and say like, oh, I didn't like having friends, and like I didn't like when people like knew who I was. but by far I was not popular. I was like in the middle, I would say. I had like my close group of friends, and then I had like some few other friends that ran in different circles, and that was kind of like the extent of it. And I'm going to tell you right now, if you think that being popular is the most important thing in high school, you are dead wrong. I'm sorry if that seems harsh, but I went through high school, and honestly, being popular is like the last thing you should worry about. Yes, you should try to make friends in high school. Yes, you should be involved. But spending your whole high school life on being popular, and then you let that cloud your judgment on like doing things that you know are like maybe you're not comfortable with, or just, you know, like, no. I mean, you know, if you have a lot of friends, that's great, that's awesome. If you're kind of popular in your school, that's fine. Just don't let popularity get in the way of what's important. Who your real friends are, your family, and getting good grades in high school and making sure you get into a good college. That's it. Like, that's what you need to worry about in high school, not your status. Next, I'm going to talk about involvement in school. I think involvement in school is really important. I'm not saying you have to be involved in everything, but definitely being involved in a few, and like 1, 2, 3 things is super important, and here's why. When you're in high school, you're still trying to discover yourself. Heck, when you're in college, you're still trying to discover yourself. Like, I still do not know myself, and I don't think you figure that out probably for a long time. But involvement would really help you with that, just because you'll kind of just discover what you like, and you'll find people with the same interests, and you can make really good friends that way, and friends are extremely great in high school. So yeah, I was involved in cross country my senior year. I was involved in DECA for junior and senior year, and actually met one of my best friends through DECA, and she's now going to college with me. Let's see, I was involved in community service, I definitely recommend it to anyone, because helping people just makes you feel good about yourself. And those were like the main things I guess I was involved in. I also, I guess, was in band, like literally 5th grade to my end of junior year, and then I did pep band for football season my senior year. So yeah, definitely just be involved, because, you know, you'll never know what you will discover about yourself when you do those kinds of things. So definitely be involved. So with that, I think that's really kind of I covered like the main topics of high school. Please comment if you have any other concerns about high school, if you're starting or you're in it, that I can help you with. And thank you guys for watching, and subscribe and follow me on social medias. And yeah, with that, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.